Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the brand new Gunsmith feature inside of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, a feature that adds a shit ton of depth to this game and literally is the icing on the cake to what it needs. You guys know divisions from the past, you guys know the Pick 10 create a class system from the past, but you don't know the combination of it that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and let me introduce you to it. But very quickly, I must say, if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications. Also, make sure you drop a like on it. I can barely keep my eyes open right now because I haven't slept for 48 hours because I've been grinding videos non-stop for you. That being said, let's jump right into the Gunsmith guide. As you can see, all you have to do is just pick whatever weapon you want to start off with, and as you can see, I have the AK-47 and the PKM here as well. So just pick whatever weapon you want to start out with, and you can just start rigging it up. So as you can see, you already have the basic loadout thing. I don't know if I already promoted this video, but I have a video talking all about the loadouts and completely explaining the created class system and how it works. Gunsmith is touched upon in that video, but it's not gone too in depth on because it is such a big feature that it needs a standalone video. So if you want to learn all about loadouts and the created class and how it works, top right hand corner of the screen or down below in the playlist in the description or just on my channel, you'll be able to figure out exactly how the loadouts work by watching that video. So just throwing that out there. Next, okay, you understand loadouts, blah blah blah, you pick the weapon you want to go ahead and rig up. How do I add attachments to it? You just run over to Gunsmith. Now once you're in Gunsmith, you can add up to 5 attachments to your weapon, and that's either 4 attachments and a perk or 5 attachments total and no perk. So keep that in mind. The perk does count as an attachment slot, but that's awesome because you can add 5 attachments to your primary, 5 attachments to your secondary, 3 perks on top of it, have a lethal and have a tactical. Like, you're literally stacked in this game. This is the definition of stacked. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, once I clicked on the Gunsmith option, we have a shit ton of customization options. We have the muzzle, we have the barrel, we have the laser, we have the optic, we have the stock, we have a perk, we have a rear grip, we have ammunition, and we have underbarrel, which again, once customized, can literally turn this AR into either, wait, it is considered an AR, right? It can turn this, let's just double check. Yep, it can turn this AR into like a lower class weapon like an SMG, or into a higher class weapon in terms of damage like an LMG. I just wanted to make sure that this was an AR because I believe the AK was considered an SMG in some games, but regardless, there you go. As you can see, if I click on muzzle, I can pick from all of these options right here, and again, this is going to be level dependent most likely, so just take this with a grain of salt. You're not going to have all these unlocks immediately. Let me actually turn off the face cam, but for the most part, once you actually go ahead and you start ranking up in game, you're going to notice that you start getting a ton of different attachments for your individual weapon. So let's say, for example, I just want I don't just want a basic, suppressor. I want something that's going to actually, help me in other terms. So if I want to actually forget about suppressor, the muzzle, I can actually add a bayonet onto it, but as you can see, there's pros and cons to every single one. So let's make that a little bit more clear. The muzzle inside of Modern Warfare doesn't necessarily refer to a suppressor. Yes, you have a suppressor option available, but as you can see, we have multiple different options, even multiple different suppressors available, all with their own pros and with their own cons. And again, for some reason, I'm thinking of taking the bayonet right now. So let's chuck that on, and there you go. Next, we have the barrel section. As you can see, we have a ton of different options here. Again, all the pros and cons are listed straight out for you. Obviously, I would go ahead and put on the one that would give me the most damage output if I want to make this more into, a kind of, what's it called? A more kind of LMG-like weapon. I would put on something that would give me the most bang for my shot. I'm just going to throw this on right here. I'm just going to throw on random stuff just to show you. Also, you can throw on a laser set if you want. I'm not going to throw it on. I'll take that off. By the way, if you want to remove any of these attachments, like for example, if I want to take off bayonet, all I have to do is press my interact button, which is square, and it automatically removes it from the weapon. But let's go ahead and let's add the barrel back on. As you can see, there's a notable difference already, and that's actually, by the way, an RPK barrel. It even says it. That's an RPK barrel right there. If I actually want to, okay, so let's see, this damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, this is damage, okay, this is literally pretty much the same thing. I don't know why they have two of the attachments that do the same thing. But next we have laser sight. Okay, we have optic. You can add, look how many optics we have here, man. So many optics. And then on top of that, we have a ton of controller customization options, which I've already talked to you guys and showed you so much about in another video, literally 40 minutes long, explaining all of the controller options. No, I'm not lying. So definitely go watch that if you want to learn more about those or any of the other options in the game, because it covers all of that. But anyways, let's get back here. Which AK was I actually rigging? I think it was this one right here. Okay, so we have the barrel right here. We can put on an optic if we want. You know what? I feel like using some kind of reflex. Let's throw on a reflex. Next, we have the stock. If we want to put on a field LMG stock, and it's a heavy-duty stock that provides stability while aiming, we can put that on, or we can go up to like no stock at all. Like I said, if we can turn this AR into essentially an SMG or an LMG if we want. We already have that RPK barrel on it, and then we have the LMG stock on it. So the weapon's going to already feel a lot smoother, and it's going to bang a lot harder when shooting enemies, which is awesome. I just really wish that there was some kind of muzzle that increased the frigging, okay, well, we do have damage range increased right there. We can put that on. But there's actually some suppressors or some muzzle attachments that increase the muzzle speed, which is actually really cool. So let me bring my face cam back up here because you guys get the point. Next, we have the underbarrel. We can put on pretty much whatever we want here. I can just pick from these options. Underbarrel, grenade launcher if you want. You can literally add a grenade launcher to your weapon. It's awesome. Let's see, aiming stability, recoil control, aiming stability, and recoil control. So let's put this one on right here. Why not? And then as you can see, ammunition. We can add more rounds to it. We can add a freaking drum clip if we want to it. It's so freaking awesome. We can add on a rear grip. So much stuff. So let's add on the drum, and pretty much this looks like an RPK. Look at this shit right here. Put that, and then hold on. Actually, let's take this off. Let me show you this. Okay, so not only do you have access to all those attachments and different stuff that I just showed you right there, but you also have access to all of these perks right here, which is freaking awesome. You can literally get more XP by getting headshots if you, excuse me, if you have on this perk right here. Is that not insane? That is freaking awesome. So say I wanted to run this class right here and go ahead and do that, no problem. And guess what? I can do the same thing for my 1911, and I can put on every single attachment that I want, or obviously up to 5 attachments on my 1911. So I can have a total of 10 different attachments on my weapons combined. Then I can have 3 perks on top of that. But wait, if I want to actually disable my score streaks, and again, I talk all about this in my loadouts video, so if you're confused, you can watch that. But if I actually want to have an additional 3 perks, so for a total of 6, I can deactivate my specialist. So look at that, I have 6 perks, 10 attachments, lethals, a tactical. This is frigging awesome. There is a ton of customization and playstyle options within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I cannot wait to see that the stuff that you guys discover as well. Just remember, if you guys did enjoy the video and it did help you out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications, and of course, drop a like on this video. With that being said, I am extremely tired. I'm gonna head off to bed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.